Hey, Bublynn, coming in, crushing this art. Alright, so we're back at it, and we're talking about art. Heck yeah. So, if you want to be an artist, are there, like anything really, if you want to learn a new skill, or there's anything you want to do, is you just want to do it, right? Then, the main thing is to continue to want to do it, right? To want to get in that space, because the first thing we'll find is that we're usually inspired by megalithic things, right? Like a Tesla or something, right? And all of a sudden we want to learn car mechanics, and then we're like, oh my god, like this is beyond car mechanics. Like I have to learn fucking computer mechanics. I gotta learn, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you're like way beyond, and you're starting to feel like, man, is this like the dream for me? You know what I mean? Whereas it's like what we need to do is learn how to love the space of learning about these things, or being in like a builder, a creative space, you know?
Right.
So like for example, like it's kind of like a similar, if you're looking up to massive artists and these portraits that are murals, but then even in it, each detail or each like text or character worth of space has like fur level like quality, like, you know what I mean? You can see like lush stuff, you know what I mean? You're like, how would I even begin with that texture, let alone to make these shapes, or you know what I mean? Like, where would I even begin? Well, that's the thing, is you just gotta begin experimenting, right? And like, so this is where you gotta love the creative space and love the fact that you're learning, because we're always gonna be in a space where we're inspired by greater, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even our vision is greater than what we can do. So we're always gonna be at a space where we're aspiring, and that's one of the beauty of vision, is we can see the future, you know, and where we could be. But it's also one of the damning things about it is that we're always never going to live up to what is like Jesus Christ or Bublynn or the Tao or God, you know what I mean? There's things that we're always going to be under because we can see, right? Like however you see it. So the thing is all I want to say is learn how to love the space. If you're an artist, every time you come back to your pen and pad, learn how to just love that, because that's going to bring you coming back to the point where you will have, without even knowing it, put in enough time, experience, effort, interest, dreams, in order to build skills and talent, just because you want to be there so much, you know? You didn't make it a job right to begin with, so now you're stressed out, and 3 years later you want to quit. You slowly but surely ramped up, started with like 15-minute sessions, and then all of a sudden got interested and was like, whoa, I really want to try this out in painting. Now you spent an hour, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this opens up some doors. Now you have like an hour each day, you know, but it doesn't feel like a job, because each time you're still experimenting, versus straight up being like, oh my god, I need to be like the best artist. I need to put the structure on me like 8 hours a day. Like, have that, you know, do what you need to do. But if you're not having fun, you're not going to be at the point where you're inspired and you're bringing that passion. So every time you come back to that space, you can put your all in it, right? Because if it's a job, and if you're getting lackluster and you're looking up and you feel damned by the thing, you're not going to put your all into it. You're not going to feel any worth in it, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess that's all I want to say to any artist or any aspiring anything. If you want to be responsible for anything, like, no matter what it is, you know? Like, whether that's, like, any sort of career, like, anything to give the world, anything to do for yourself, just really anything. Just love learning how to do that. Love learning, and then you'll find that slowly but surely, with all you've learned, you'll be able to art beautifully. But beautifully really comes from the love of the creative space, because that's going to make you ingest so much and keep working and fuel your fire to be great. Whereas if you make that a job, you'll never, or you make that just like something you have to do and like soul crushing, and you look, oh my god, there's so much, like how am I ever going to get there? I don't love this, like I'm pissed off because I don't make anything beautiful. Well, learn how to make beauty with what you got, you know what I mean? Stay engaged, while keeping like your priorities straight. Keep working, you know what I mean? And you'll find yourself getting better slowly but surely, and that's what you can have faith in. And then you slowly but surely you will be better than the first thing that inspired you, that you thought you'd never be. But you have to have faith in where you are by staying engaged and loving the work you're doing. So heck yeah. Hey, Bublynn, Sitra, Beach out.